affordable housing has been a challenge since the 70s. We've been struggling with this in the cities, in the rural areas, but that doesn't mean we get to just give up. We have to find a solution to that.
Whether it's the cost of housing, the cost of property taxes, or the cost of health care, it's expensive throughout this country, but in Vermont, it tips the scales.
If we're seeing tax increases and we're seeing pressure, a lot of it is related to housing challenges and health insurance. A family health insurance plan in 2017 was around $17,000. In 2025, it's around $40,000.
One of the things that was a great struggle for me watching my grandparents get older is watching them struggle to afford to live here in their retirement years.
When I go to the bank, I say, I want hundreds. I can't buy anything less than that.
It is no longer an option to retire here.
I want to die here. I don't want to go anywhere else, you know. I want to stay here.
I think what we're seeing regionally and statewide is a reckoning that what we've done forever is not financially sustainable for folks.
As an employer, I give raises out, and the employees never see the raises because of the increases in taxes and everything else.
It can't continue. We've got to start looking at ways to be more efficient or cut some costs.
You know, when you give, you know, we become a giving state and we can't afford it. There's just not enough working people in a small state to support all the programs they want to give out.
Our tax base is shrinking, our workforce is shrinking, so we have more needs and fewer people to do it and fewer people to pay for it too.
We have an opportunity to say, hey, we're a small state, we can be nimble, we can move things around.
Take healthcare, for example, right? Like, we have an aging population that needs more and more healthcare. And we also see administrators' salaries go up and all kinds of bonuses paid, or efforts to invest in specialties that maybe our small state doesn't need. The same thing with our schools.
In 2008, the state stopped funding school construction, and that has put a lot of pressure on school budgets across the state.
We have among the highest costs to educate our children in the country.
We have a smaller population. We have old and failing buildings. We have more and more mental health care crises amongst our kids and behavioral issues. And yeah, that is costing more and more. And some of that is money really worth spend. Our schools are under tremendous pressures. And we can't keep asking property taxpayers to pay more and more.
Vermont Future Project, they're saying we should grow the number of people in Vermont.
New Jersey is about 1,300 people per square mile. If we grow from our current population of 645,000 to 802,000, we go from 70 people per square mile to 87 people per square mile. Vermont's population would have to grow to 11.5 million before we get to New Jersey level density. This isn't growth for growth's sake. This is growth to benefit Vermonters. It's growth to make life easier for Vermonters, more affordable for Vermonters.
Morristown is trying to find that balance between the wonderful beauty that we have now and the change that we need here. I think it is very difficult. There will be loss with the change. But I also think we have to grow because I don't believe that this is sustainable.
If there's limited housing and land, the people who are going to afford that are, you know, more often than not, people from away who have more resources than our tiny little state does, who can come and buy up whatever we have.
I have seen so many Act 250 fights, and the wealthy guys always win. They always win.
The towns are working on trying to build, in the state, I think with the state direction, the village centers, but they still have hurdles that are just really onerous.
Over the past 50 years, we've been adding different regulations and rules that have decelerated housing, and it might be time to open the spigot a little bit and go in the other direction.
I worry about unintentionally gentrifying rural Vermont. The folks that are coming in have done nothing wrong, but the folks that are being, pressured out have also done nothing wrong, and they're losing their home. When we make it harder for people to use the land, but we don't also put in place very intentional protections for the Vermonters who've lived there their whole lives, or Vermonters of lower means or lower income. We are, let's hope it's unintentionally, gentrifying these areas.
I don't think that the enemy is change or growth. I think the enemy is losing the character of our towns. And I think preserving that character and the people who can be here and express themselves in that fun and funky way sometimes is critical to sustain. Otherwise, we're just going to look like Everywhere USA.
The costs of healthcare and housing and childcare and, basic necessities keep going up. And that is creating so many challenges, including rise in homelessness, rise in substance use disorder. Folks are struggling.
We're always going to have people that are not as fortunate, that don't have a place to live. Whether that's completely their doing or just misfortune, it doesn't make any difference. We have to address it.
A lot of times people started using drugs to get away from trauma, and there's usually some underlying issues.
When people are experiencing challenges, there are different ways to cope, different ways to find a stress release, and unfortunately some of those pathways have long-term consequences.
Most of the homeless that I've noticed in this area, it either stems from one or two things. It's drug use or it's mental health.
Have you ever been addicted?
Yes, it's a mosquito bite that you can't scratch. You'll never get over it.
When you have folks that are struggling with mental health, with housing and poverty, including lack of housing, that are struggling to access medical care, including mental health care, that are dealing with substance use, which is itself a mental health condition, when those intersect, we have a population that is strongly in need of services and a finite amount of resources.
We know our members of our community very well, especially the ones that are struggling, because we deal with them often. So we've essentially built a relationship with them where we can ask them what's going on here? How can you get back on the straight and narrow? What I've been hearing a lot of is housing. They'll go to a rehab program for 2 weeks, but then they come back to Morristown and there's no housing. They're right back out on the street, and then next thing you know, they're back using again.
Fentanyl and all that has become a major issue.
I know people that have overdosed and died. I know that people who've lost families and marriages and kids and all of these things as a result of it.
I would say most of the crime stems from drug addiction.
My family was affected by a stealing of a vehicle, and that was really hard for us, we work really hard for our money and for our vehicles.
We weren't affected by a lot of the things that other states were, like shootings, more drugs, more all of just everything. And I think, unfortunately, our bubble's been popped a little bit, and we are starting to see more of that.
Morrisville is definitely not any different from every other village or town or city. It's everywhere, and it's really, I think, eating away the fabric of our feeling of safety.
I've seen both sides of that story of people who have either worked for us that have fallen on bad times and have pulled themselves out of that hole and come back. And we've seen some that have never come back.
The reality is that it is a medical issue. And if we treated substance abuse disorder as a medical issue, it might lead us to some different outcomes rather than treating it like a criminal issue.
If you're in the bottom here, you're homeless and drug addiction and you need to get up, you can't just come from there to here. You have to have some transition area in between there.
Gainful employment is purpose in life. It helps people stay clean. It helps people deal with the underlying issues that substance abuse disorder preys on.
Jenna, when she was in the last rehab, went to sober living, and there was a girl in there that couldn't pay and she was gonna have to leave. And Jenna said at that time, she said to her mother, she said, you know, Mom, when I get out of here, we're gonna go around and talk to people and to schools and to different forums and talk about substance use and raise money so that we can help people that can't get into places because they have no money. And that's how Jenna's Promise started.
That family has gone through a terrible loss, and from the loss of Jenna, they have really done amazing things.
We have housing and we have workforce development and trauma-related classes for folks to work through their difficulties.
What they put into the community members that are going through addiction, supplying them with jobs, supplying them with housing, supplying them with a safe place to be.
Once you pull that veil of addiction off people and they're sober again, lots of times there's some good people underneath there. And they're talented, they work hard, and they just want to be part of society.
Travis helped with her breakfast tear up. He's the man that took out the heavy cast iron sinks.
I live in my truck, I'm homeless, but you know something? Helping the churches out. I love every bit of it. It's cool.
You're gonna have to have business people who are willing to accept and understand that somebody may fall along the way and stumble, but we gotta be there to help them. But on the other side of that, as a business, we need protection.
We need to continue to think about how we provide supports for businesses who want to be on that journey with their employees over the long haul, and make sure that individuals are getting the support that they need from their employers and from their community, and that employers are getting the support that they need to be with people over the long haul.
I was experiencing homelessness. I just lost my job, lost my home down in Louisiana. I ended up at the Sunset Inn, and then 10 months later I'm working at Country Home Center. And now I have an apartment and a job. From the get-go, Jeff Minaj and Mr. Howard, they have been an instrumental part in this community, wrapping their arms around me.
In Lamoille County, we are so fortunate to have the organizations that we have, to have the people leading the organizations that we have, because they are doing a lot of work and they don't get paid a lot to do it. They rally the community around. They get people into hotels, into the shelters. And it's because of the people that we have here that are leading that work.
We have incredible organizations here that really, we all know each other. We know, hey, if you're not getting this, I know who to call. It's Capstone, it's Copley, it's LHP, it's Clarina Howard Nichols, it's Recovery Center, it's Vermont Department of Health, it's the Lamoille Shelter, it's Lamoille Family Center, it's United Way, it's the Morristown Police Department. We're now setting up a situational table where we're gonna all come together, figure out what some of these kind of high-risk people need, and we're gonna figure out, well, if I can do it and I need you, then we're gonna come together, we're gonna fix this.
Our faith communities are a big part of those vital central organizations in our small towns. They're the place that people turn to when they need housing or other kind of basic supports.
We have a lot of people that are on the streets who need to be fed. They need a place to be warm or cool. We need to keep them hydrated. And those are things that we're trying to meet the needs of.
Recently, we've had a person coming to church who lives out of their vehicle. We were able to, working with a whole group of people, so Second Chance Thrift Shop, we got a whole change of clean clothes. Lamoille Health Partners made a doctor's appointment. The person was able to come in to Lamoille Health Partners, get a ride and a ride back from Rural Community Transportation, meet with a social worker from Capstone, fill out paperwork to maybe stay in a hotel if that's something they want to do, get a shower. It takes that whole community to do that.
Vermont has changed like every place, like over the years. Potash was the economic driver, and then merino wool, and then dairy farms. And we're at a changing point, and I think we'll figure it out just like people figured it out before. It's hard, it's uncomfortable right now. Things aren't the way we want it, but That's why community is so important, because everybody can solve this problem a lot better than just a few people here or there in an office working away trying to figure it out.
People have gone out their way when they didn't have to. And so this community offers a lot of support services. And if you want it bad enough, you can change your life here.
If anybody's listening here and you're struggling, don't give up on yourself, because we won't give up on you. And it can get better, but it takes work, and you got to make up your mind that you're sick and tired of that life.
Morristown's future belongs to everyone who calls it home. You can help shape that future. Show up when it matters, share the episodes, call or write your legislators, and join the conversation. Morristown, a tale as old as time, is a thank you to the communities of Lamoille County and the state of Vermont. From Guy's Farm and Yard.